Hello! It's a beautiful day on my end. How is it going? Going great, I'm sure, right? Okay, let's go to day 26 of our magic pre reading, right? Yes, let's see what we're gonna do tomorrow. All right, day 26, magically transform mistakes into blessings. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Oprah Winfrey, B. 1954. Media respons- um, Media personality and businesswoman. Every single mistake is a blessing in disguise. Today's magical practice will prove it because you are about to discover that there are actually untold blessings hidden within every mistake. A child makes many mistakes while learning how to ride a bike or write, and we don't give it a second thought before we know that through their mistakes they will learn and eventually master what they're trying to do. So, why is it that adults are so hard on themselves when they make a mistake? The same rule that applies to children also applies to you. We all make mistakes, and if we didn't make them, we did never learn anything, and we wouldn't grow any smarter or any wise. We have the freedom to make our own choices, and that means we have the freedom to make mistakes. Mistakes can hurt, but if we don't learn from the mistake we've made, the pain we suffer from it has been for nothing. In fact, by the law of attraction, we will make the same mistake over and over again until the consequences hurt us so much that we finally learn from it. It's the very reason why mistake hurts, so that we do learn from them and don't make them repeatedly. To learn from a mistake, we first have to own it. And this is where many people can become undone because they often blame someone else for their mistakes. Let's consider the scenario of being pulled over by the police for speeding and being given a speeding ticket. Instead of taking responsibility for the fact that we were speeding, we blame the police because they were hiding in the bushes on the highway around the bend. We couldn't see them. They had a radar gun, and so we didn't stand a chance. But the mistake was ours because we were the one who chose to speed. The problem with blaming other people for our mistake is that we will still suffer the pain and consequences of our mistakes, but we didn't learn from it. And so, bingo, we will attract making the same mistake again. You are human, you will make mistakes, and it's one of the most beautiful things about being human. But you must learn from your mistakes. Otherwise, your life will have a lot of unnecessary pain. How do you learn from a mistake? Gratitude. No matter how bad something may seem, there are always many things to be grateful for. When you look for as many things as you can to be grateful for in a mistake, you magically transform the mistake into blessings. Mistakes attract more mistakes, and blessings attract more blessings. Which will you prefer? Today, think about a mistake you have made in your life. It doesn't matter whether it was a big or small mistake, but choose one that still hurts when you think about it. Maybe you lost your temper with a person close to you, and the relationship hasn't been the same since. Maybe you put blind faith in another person and got burnt. Maybe you told a white lie to protect someone, and because of it, you ended up in a difficult situation. You might have chosen the cheaper option on something, and it all went wrong and ended up costing you a whole lot more. You might have thought you were making the right decision about something, but it completely backfired on you. Once you've chosen a mistake to magically transform into blessing, look for the things to be grateful for. To help you, there are two questions you can ask yourself. What did I learn from the mistake? What are the good things that came out of the mistake? The most important thing to be grateful for about every mistake are the things you learn from it. And no matter what the mistake, there are always many good things that came out of it and altered your future for the better. Think this through very carefully and see if you can find a total of 10 blessings to be grateful for. Every blessing you find has magical power. Write out your list in a gratitude journal or type them on a computer. List Okay, let's take the example of being caught speeding by a police car and receiving a fine. 1. I'm grateful to the police for wanting to protect me from harming myself because, after all, that was all they were trying to do. 2. I'm grateful to the police because if I am honest with myself, I am thinking about other things and I wasn't concentrating on the road. 3. I'm grateful to the police because it was foolish to put myself at risk speeding with a tire that needed to be replaced. 4. I'm grateful to the police for the wake up call. Being pulled over did affect me, and it will make me watch my speed and drive more carefully in the future. 5. I'm grateful to the police because somehow I had a wild idea that I could speed without being caught and without putting myself in danger. The seriousness of the police made me face up to the fact that I was putting both myself and others in serious danger. 6. I'm grateful to the police because if I think about my own family being put in danger by other speeding drivers, then I definitely want the police to stop speeding drivers. 7. Really grateful to the police for the work they do in trying to ensure the safety of every person and family on the road. 8. I'm grateful to the police. They must see heartbreaking situations every day, and all they're trying to do is protect my life and my family's life. 9. I'm grateful to the police for making sure that I arrive home safely and I walk through the door to my family as I usually do. Number 10, I am grateful to the police because of all the possible consequences that could have stopped me from my speeding. The police pulling me over was the least harmful consequence, and it could have been the biggest blessing of my life. I would strongly urge you to take any mistake you've made in your life that you still feel bad about, and in your own time, follow this magnificent and magical practice. Think about it. Through one mistake, you have the power to bring many blessings. What else guarantees dividends like this? Magic practice for number 26. Magically transform mistakes into blessings. 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list. And at the end of each blessing, Say thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Two, choose one mistake you made in your life. Find a total of 10 blessings you are grateful for as a result of making that mistake and write them down. 4. To help you find blessings, you can ask yourself the questions: what did I learn from the mistake? And what are the good things that came out of the mistake? 5. And the last one. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words: thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. And that is about it for today. Let come to think of it, how many mistakes do we make every now and then, at all times? And we begin to wallow on that. We begin to regret and stress ourselves. And in doing that, we are attracting more mistakes. We are attracting more situations that we will regret. Yes. Now, what this magic reading is encouraging us to do is, instead of dwelling on our mistakes, instead of regretting every bit of it, instead of beating ourselves up, we can actually use those mistakes to attract blessings to ourselves. Look at the better, I mean, things that are good in that mistake. Because if that mistake didn't happen, as that when it did, maybe something worse could have happened. So let's use this opportunity to learn how to change our mistakes into blessings. All right, I will see you for our day 27, and it is